Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to give you a double dose today of DKOldies, but I'm not going to go too hard on them today. But before I get into the video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Also, down below in the description section is a link to our Discord channel. If you want to join us on our Discord server, please click that link, hop on in, join us over there for memes, pictures, photos, gameplay clips, news, articles, everything, you know. So come on over, help us build up the channel, and we'll see you over there. Okay, so it is another video on DKOldies, and I didn't know if I was going to do another video on it. I don't know if I wanted to do it, but I'm going to give you guys a follow-up because everybody's doing videos on DKOldies. Like I said in the first video, the last one I did, everybody's on that hype train. You know, DKOldies is scamming. DKOldies is not refurbishing their consoles. Well, I'm going to talk about two things real quick here, and I'm going to put the videos for what I'm talking about down in the description section so you guys can check these guys out, take a look for yourselves, see what's going on. Now, if you remember a guy that I mentioned in the last video by the name of Jacob R on YouTube, he recently purchased 2 or 3 consoles from DKOldies, and both of them were not refurbished. He took them both apart. They were pretty dirty. A couple of things weren't as responsive as they should have been. He also did another video where he was talking about how DKOldies is deleting comments from their comment section down below, where people were commenting, stating, yes, you guys are scamming, or yes, you guys sold us a lemon, you're not refurbishing your stuff. So they're pretty much covering up their tracks, they're covering up their footprints in the mud, in the dirt, however you want to put it. So they're trying to save face, they're trying to save their business, they're trying to keep afloat, but you got more and more YouTubers that are coming out and exposing them for not refurbishing their consoles, for not doing what they claim that they do on their website, with their accessories, with their gaming consoles, with their video games and such. But there was even one video that Jacob R recently did. He did an interview with a former employee of DKOldies, and that video is going to be down in the description section. You can watch that down below. He did an interview with a former employee who described how things were working with DKOldies, how the environment was, how the people were working, you know, he was working with, how they are, how business is done, if consoles are getting refurbished, if things are being done properly and what such. Now, I did cover a lot of things in my first episode of this, where I said, okay, maybe they're getting a lot of items in, they're getting a bulk of items in all at once, and it's too much for them to keep up with, because they don't have a Walmart-size facility. They don't have a Walmart-size staff to take care of a lot of these items, so a lot of that stuff is going to be backlogged for days, maybe even weeks. So if they get a whole pallet full of NES consoles or Xbox 360 consoles, and they all don't work, and they all got to be refurbished, they got to be cleaned, whatnot. So at this point, they're pretty much taking a shortcut with all that. They're plugging the consoles in, they're making sure the things come on, they turn on, say, okay, we'll just blow some air in this. There, it's done. You know, we'll flap a little sticker on there, and we'll shelve it, you know, for later use. That's their idea of refurbishing. Now, however, refurbish means to completely clean, take apart the console, take apart the electronic device that you got, completely clean it of, you know, of debris, dirt, make it look like it's brand new, even though it's used. GameStop does the same thing. However, I wonder if somebody's even tested them on that as well. But that's pretty much the gist of DKOldies right there. So they go into debt. And there's even a video that Jacob R has dug up from so many years ago that was filmed by the manager of DKOldies. So apparently there's some mismanagement going on. There's some staff abuse that's going on, sort of staff abuse, where the manager is treating the staff like dirt, treating them like shit, joking around with them and such. So if this is the truth, if this is how DKOldies is ran, don't blame that guy Joey. Joey is just the advertiser, you know, he's into the advertising, the marketing part of DKOldies. So he is being told to do certain things. He's being told to advertise certain things about DKOldies. So whatever he puts out there, he's putting out there in a script, or he's very happy about it. He's being told what to do and what to say. Look cheery, look happy about it. But I'm pretty sure Joey from DKOldies is not happy about anything. And I'm pretty sure he would love to get his word out there. But right now, it would hurt the business. It would hurt his reputation. And there's probably some repercussions that come with it if Joey were to open up. That's why a former employee who had his voice pretty much scrambled up a little bit, you know, kind of like deep throated a little bit in this conversation, you know, to keep his, privacy safe, you know, so that nobody knows who he is. But he came out and he did the interview with Jacob R. Like I said, you guys can watch that video. The link for it is down below in the description section. And then, of course, another video just recently surfaced to try to put some of you guys to sleep out there, put you guys to rest out there, as if to DKOldies is actually scamming. Now, there's a channel that I follow called Tronix Fix. If you guys don't know this guy, I'm going to put the link to his channel down in the description section. What this guy does, he works with a lot of electronic devices such as cell phones, gaming consoles, VR headsets, laptops, etc. This guy is amazing. He goes knee deep into depth with taking these devices apart, checking them out, see what the problem is with them, fixing them up, see if he can fix them up. This guy has done the impossible at some points. He has taken consoles apart that even corporate like Sony or Microsoft couldn't even do. He has done things to gaming consoles to revitalize them and bring them back to life. Even consoles that have been dropped from many floors down a stairwell, or consoles that have been, you know, retrieved from a fire. You know, this guy, he is amazing, and he has finally did a video. On DKOldies. He has bought a players pack, an NES players pack from DKOldies for, I think, about $240, which was marked down from $314. Now, I know what you're going to say. I would say the same thing. A video game console that is over 35 years old, almost 40 years old, and it's being refurbished. Would you pay $300 and some for a video game console with 3 classic video games, Super Mario 1, 2, and 3, and an off-brand third-party gun zapper? All of that pushed together, you know, all that put together, would you pay $314 for that? Especially if the console has not been refurbished, if it's not been cleaned or properly tested? This guy got it on a discounted price. I don't even think it's worth $240. But the video will be in the description section down below. Of course, you're seeing bits and pieces playing right now. He does take the console apart. He does take the controllers apart, and he does take one of the games apart as well. So he does go into depth with taking it apart, looking at to see what could be wrong with it, what the issue is. Now, when he took the controllers apart, he did find a little bit of grime and some dirt in there, which means that, okay, these controllers were not taken apart. They were not cleaned for the most part. But he said it's nothing too major. You know, it's something that you really shouldn't be bothered with. It's just a little dirt that gets down in there over time. But then when he gets to the console and he takes the console apart, inside the upper tray, there's a small spider web. There's some wrapped up bugs inside the console. It's a spider web that has been in there. He doesn't know if they haven't taken it apart to clean it out, or if the NES was sitting on the shelf for so long and it started collecting bugs and such. But yeah, he figured that's probably the most part with the console right there. And then, of course, he disassembled all the pieces inside. He checked the 72-pin connector, and all the pins were bent down. So he took a little tool that he has, and he bent the pins back into place, and he cleaned it up a little bit. There wasn't too much grime buildup or dirt inside, so that's a plus for DKOldies. He put the console back together. He tested Super Mario Brothers on it, and it came up like it was brand new day one. So yes, he did check the games before and after he did a little refurbishing himself. Now, even though this guy, he basically fixed a console that he paid $240 for. He fixed the console up, a console that should have been refurbished at the DKOldies warehouse. He purchased it, he reviewed it, he took it apart, he saw what was wrong. So it's not as bad as what Jacob R. or Review Tech USA had, or even a few other reviewers have had. But still, you're paying $300 and some for a gaming console that should have been thoroughly cleaned and taken apart and looked at. But it is what it is. So is DKOldies still a scam? Well, when you watch all these videos and you go look into depth with a lot of things that have happened with their former employees, with a lot of these YouTubers that are reviewing, you know, gaming consoles that they're buying constantly from him. So is it the YouTubers that are getting a little out of hand, or is DKOldies actually scamming people? Let us know down in the comments section what you guys think, because in my honest opinion, yes, I don't have the money to purchase a console bundle from DKOldies. I thought about it at one time, but you figure it is what it is. Gaming consoles right now of that old in nature, you know, like Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, and 64, NES, whatever, you're not going to find them brand spanking new. You're not going to find them brand new anywhere. Every console that you see out there is going to be used. There's going to be some kind of dirt buildup. There's going to be some kind of issue with it. It is what it is. You'll find them in pawn shops. You'll find them in thrift stores. You'll find them online, eBay, Amazon, whatever. So whatever condition that they show up in and whatever price you pay for them, yes, you expect to pay for something that's clean. But hey, if you buy a $100 NES at a thrift store or a pawn shop, it's not going to be refurbished. You're going to pay $100 for a gaming console. That's it. So if you want to clean it out, bust out the tools later on after you bought it and do some cleaning, go to work on it, and hopefully that it still works. And that's it for today's video, guys. I told you I wasn't going to go too deep into debt with it, but I want you guys to take a look at those 2 videos down below and let us know what you think. What are your opinions on the whole DKOldies situation with all these YouTubers buying all these consoles up, doing reviews on them? Do you still think if DKOldies is a scam, or do you still think that the YouTubers have lost their minds and they're just doing something for the attention grab? Let us know what your opinions are, you know, because I'm not on any side of the fence. I'm right in the middle, so I can hear the YouTubers doing their thing and saying their thing, and I can see DKOldies kind of be like, okay, we're a business. We've been in business for 19 years. But we're still being called out on it. So, you know, where do you lie within? Do you lie with DKOldies, or do you lie with the YouTubers that are calling them a bunch of scammers? Let us know down in the comment section below. And guys, be sure to subscribe down below and hit that like button and hit that bell button down below to be notified for when we go live with our gameplay streams and our podcast. Tune in live, and of course coming back sometime this year, The Other Side, which is our spooktacular podcast. So you don't want to miss that at all. And also, click the link down below for our Discord server. Join us over on Discord for updates and such. And until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip.